went to Maldives for Valentine's Day. I think that was the highlight of the off season. I ain't never been there. Going over there to South Asia, it was a 23-hour flight. Well, travel. So I don't think I'll be there no time soon. But no, it was an awesome experience. Being able to be over there in the Maldives, and I think like where I stayed at, I was in like a fish tank. So I go to sleep and it'd be sharks like somewhere around. It was insane. It was insane. But yeah, I think that was the highlight for sure.
No leaks. Did you check for leaks?
Oh yeah, I was knocking, banging, make sure ain't nothing coming through here. I definitely did that.
Aren't they sinking? Like they're gonna be gone in like?
Yeah. But I think that's the main reason why I went. Okay. Just in case for like my twin brother who didn't go, my agent buddy who didn't go. I'm kind of making sure I'm rubbing in their face. Like if y'all don't go in the next 5 to 10 years, I'm gonna let you know I went and you didn't. So that's one of the main reasons why I did go for sure.
Shaq, what's your off-season routine as far as conditioning and getting ready for the season? Does that change any at all?
Well, I kind of been in it early. My main thing was I didn't want to get out of shape. I wanted to try something a little different this year. So I kind of been moving around since like the season really ended. You know, I gave myself maybe a week and a half, and I slowly got back into it. My main thing this offseason was catching football. So I try to get maybe 75 to 100 catches a day. If I miss, then I'm catching on weekends. So whatever it takes, that's what I've really been doing. And then getting my speed back. I've been working with some track guys, you know, getting that explosion, that quick twitch, all that stuff back. So I think that's been my main focus. I need that ball in my hand. I need to go really fast.
Did the dropped interceptions bother you that much?
Huh?
Did the dropped interceptions bother you that much?
Most definitely. I definitely carry myself who can catch. So me not being able to grab one last year, definitely something that stuck with me. So my main thing is I need to catch everything that comes to me this year. For the ones, if I feel like if I catch the ones I'm supposed to catch, I think I'd be just fine. So
beyond that, critique your season. How well do you think you played, and what are you going to work on?
I feel like I was consistent coverage-wise, but like I said, creating turnovers, you know, making big-time plays and big-time games, that's what we need. I feel like that's why they brought me here. So I feel like that's the biggest thing. In red zone stops, I told them I want to continue to get better at third down, getting off the field. But in the red zone, it's a no-touchdown zone. No one gets in. So I think my biggest focus is just shutting people down completely throughout the whole field, first, second, third, and never giving up a touchdown in the red zone. So that's something I'm going to dial in now. Now that we're back, get a chance to really focus back on that. Red zone stuff will be big. But the main thing was just being consistent and creating turnovers. So,
what's your early read on the new regime and how different it feels around here?
Get a chance to see the new coaches for the first time and have everybody back. You know, it's been awesome. It's a different feel. I love that feeling and get a chance to be with coaches who have experience in the league. You know, the first day we met with coaches and people were saying, yeah, I was in the league 10 years, 11 years, 10 years, 12 years. That actually played. That's amazing to me, and that's a person who can understand anything that I might see or go through or maybe in the future that can help me out. So I feel like the atmosphere is different because it's so relatable.
Okay, so you're the perennial optimist. That's what you've been ever since you got here. Mm-hmm. But tell me what, other than the experience of this coaching staff, what from an organizational standpoint, from a culture standpoint, even though you have a very limited window to judge it, mm-hmm. feels different to you?
We going off that last game from last season, off that winning game. I feel like a lot of people are ready to build off that. You know, we came in speaking about that, you know, as a locker room, something that we continue to build off of. But I feel like now everybody is really buying in. Let's talk about the players who was here. You know, usually all season people leave. We had a lot of players who came back and sat here and really trained at the facility because they wanted to get a chance to get with the players because last year was our first year with each other, you know. And you talk about Chris Claybooks coming with me every day, coming here to train and try to get better when you don't have to. You know, there's no cameras, there's no coaches, there's no media, but we out here working and we don't care who watching. So I feel like that shows a lot about the atmosphere with this team. And I was telling him, man, you got to go get it all. You know, and you doing that is going to push everybody else to want to do better. So that's already started.
Shaq, what you're doing is more of a business-like approach.
For me?
For the whole team and the coaching staff.
Well, we know what type of pressure we're up against for this, this season. Understand we're trying to get back to where we feel like we should be. But I don't think we're thinking about just the business aspect. The main thing is trusting each other. Like, understand when we seen and went through a lot last year. So the main thing is, we're basing everything off trust, and you got to continue to get that. I got to trust you first before anything happens. And as players and coaches, we got to be able to trust each other first. So we're trying to build this loyalty, and I feel like that's the main focus. I don't think it's just the business side or what might happen later. Right now, we got to be able to trust each other, and that's what we're building.
When you were doing your training, so you catching the balls, Was that from a judge machine? Was that from one of the quarterbacks throwing, or what were you doing?
Both. Shoot, you can go throw a tennis ball right now. I'm gonna try to catch it, but it don't matter what it was. But jug machine, and I have my driver who actually stays with me. So shoot, you ain't driving, you better throw this ball. Let's go to this backyard real quick. You throw it to me. I remember reading some what Fitzgerald was saying. He says nothing like watching the football come off someone's fingers when it comes to learning how to catch. So jug machine works. Like I said, my driver helped throw the ball. My chauffeur helped throw the ball. Shoot, my little 2-year-old, he run around. He throw the tennis ball, I'm going to go dive for it. So anytime I get a chance to, I'm practicing.
Wait. Hold on. You have a driver?
Something like that.
And he lives with you?
Kind of, sort of.
Who is this mystery
So,
man?
okay, the mystery man is actually my right-hand man, my best friend, cousin, brother. He got every single label, every hat. Tito Bell is someone who has been with me since I was about 5, 6 years old. And after a while, you'll kind of know the story. It's going to be put out one day. One day, I don't want to get the whole story because it's pretty good. But long story short, it's the guy who I told him one day when I'm finally here, I want to be able to, take care of me, you. You did so much for me and my brother and his family. I want to make sure we're in a good place. And this person who got his every license, CDLs, whatever it is, and he just always been a certified driver. Even when we got our first restricts and license, he was the one always driving. And that was always his thing. So getting a chance to come back to Florida, he's from St. Petersburg, and be able to make the money that I make, I was able to take care of him and be able to take pressure off myself. So he's my driver, my assistant, my counselor. It don't matter what it is, he's right there to help out. So it makes a lot of stuff easier. So it's easy to come here and have this type of energy because I have so many people at home helping take pressure off. So it's
You
amazing.
can guarantee you'll never get a DUI.
There are so many new faces that were brought in during free agency. What can you accomplish here in this, off-season time to be able to build some of that trust that you wanted to?
Just coming in open arms. My thing is, I've always been a guy where I give you the trust until proven otherwise. Like my first time meet, I'm gonna give you everything I have. I'm gonna give you all of me, my trust, my loyalty, until proven otherwise, and that's what we're building. All these new faces, I let them know this is everything they're gonna get every single day. Nothing's gonna change with me. I'm here to work, and I'm hoping you do the same thing, and you can trust me, and I'm hoping I can trust you. So that's the type of bond that we're trying to build. I'm talking to the receivers. I'm trying to get the receivers to start hanging out with us more. Now it's starting to be more offense, defense. I remember last year I was talking about, let's get the defense. Let's get the DBs, the D-line, the linebackers saying. But I think now it's kind of bigger than that. I need to be able to trust the receivers. The receivers need to be able to trust me. Shoot, Trevor want to go hang out. The running backs, O-line. I feel like it might be bigger than what I was thinking last year. And I only learned that from what I went through last year when it comes to that maturity. So, right now we're trying to build that loyalty. It's huge. That's huge for us.
How much new faces coming in? The team has the #1 overall draft pick. Might add a pass rusher to the defense. What would you think about adding a new #1 pick to your defense in front of you?
Man, that would be huge. Like I said, I think we just need someone scary. We need one more scary name because I feel like we got amazing pieces on defense, amazing. But one more person who can take pressure off either me, Josh Allen. We got Darius Williams now. We got so many great guys. If you can get one more person on that D-line to really scare people to take pressure off Josh Allen, who I feel like is going to have an amazing year, then we're going to be unstoppable.
How much did you know about Darius Williams before he came here, and what are your early impressions of him?
Well, I was in Seattle, and he was with L.A., so I played him twice a year, and he always played great against us. It don't matter. He probably got a pick every time we played, or a pick 6 every time we played. So, I definitely know about Darius Williams, and it's cool. He's already making an impact here now. Even just speaking up, he's already playing that role to help lead this defensive back room. So it's awesome. It's someone who I can learn from. We can help each other get better. That's someone I'm going to continue to compete with. But I love his game.
It's early, but how comfortable would you be moving inside potentially?
Man, put me in whatever you want to put me at. I'm ready to play. And I think I just want to win. I just want to win really, really bad. So it don't matter what they put me at, snapper, holder, punter, assistant coach, strength coach. Put me anywhere. I'm ready to win.
What about Christian Kirk? That's another guy you've seen a few times in your career. What do you think about him now that he's on your team?
Yep, seen him twice a year. Gave up a touchdown or 2 against him as well. So, definitely a great athlete, person who I'm looking forward to going against every single day now instead of just twice a year.
Paying back camp for those touchdowns?
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely going to be getting hands on. But nah, man, that's a guy who I know that's going to, help craft me and get better. Iron sharpen iron. I'm excited to have that guy here. Been going against him for the last couple of years. Now to have him on the same team feels a lot better.
player's standpoint, what's it like having the number one pick? From a fan standpoint, there's excitement, but I mean, it also means that you guys weren't very good last year. It's the second year in a row. What does it mean to you?
What it means to me is we got to make the right decision. So whatever it is that's going, in that draft room, we got to make the best decision for this organization, And I feel like it's the fans look at it as number one pick or, this the worst team, whatever it is. Right now, I focus on getting what we need. There's no rush in that. I feel like we got a couple more days, but whatever it is, we got to make this. I feel like this offseason process has been amazing, so we got to finish it off right with this draft pick. So.
Shaq, you said those dropped interceptions bothered you. Honestly, do you know how many you dropped? Is that a number seared in your head or no?
Yeah, maybe like 4. They say catch the ones you're supposed to catch. I feel like I had legit 4. Okay. And imagine Shaquill Griffin with the season he had last year and 4 picks. It's a pretty good year. So my thing is I got to make up for it. So.
What was your reaction that the franchise was aggressive in free agency?
What was my reaction? Ooh, that's some money. That's a lot of money. I think that pretty much sums it up. But no, I feel like the pieces that we got, my main thing was making it work, and I feel like we got some real weapons on offense. I feel like we got some people where now we can move other pieces around. We can use people differently. We can open up the playbook a little bit more. And then you got a tight end that's freaking hauling. That's going to scare a lot of people. So, like I said, I feel like we got all the pieces that we need. Now we just got to finish this draft strong.
You see all the construction going on outside the practice fields.
Yeah,
not
man,
there.
I don't got nowhere to park. Well, I don't drive, but shoot, he like to stay around sometimes, and he don't got nowhere to park. So,
How's that going to change training camp since y'all are going to be practicing up the road at Episcopal's night complex?
I ain't dripping. Just give me some grass. I just need some grass. That's it.
Does he go with you to buy a car?
Yeah. Shoot, he got to sit in the front seat, so I guess you might as well. So I actually just got this dually truck. First time buying a truck. Wasn't really a truck fan until I got this one. But I was like, it's so funny because I went to go see the truck at the lot, and he jumps in first. So dude looking like, yeah, I got to talk. This guy that must be the one buying it. And I'm just looking back like, that's a nice automobile. And he in there just trying to get the feel for it. So the guy's talking to him. And then he was like, no, you got to talk to him. I ain't buying this truck. So, yeah, I'm right here. So it's funny because he always going to jump in first because that's the guy driving. Like, I'll sit in the back seat. I'm all good. As long as there's space back there, I'm good. So he's the one that's really checking it out. He's underneath. Like, he's checking everything. And I'm just like, yeah, this is a nice-looking truck.
You actually get in. You did actually test drive it.
Yeah, I test drive it. And then when I bought it, I drove it back. And then I gave him the keys, and I was done. So I'm going to drive it first. I'm going to drive it first. I drive it home, and I hand him the keys.
You still drive, right? It's not like
Yeah, I want to get fancy, take my girl on a date or something. I might jump in the 2-seater, So, sure, it ain't enough for me, her, and the driver, so he could take a day off. Every now and then, not too many.
What's the worst part about the offseason conditioning?
Getting back in shape. But I think I passed that part by staying in shape the whole time, so it's actually a really great feeling. I think I'll probably do that for the rest of my career, for sure.
Thanks, Shaq.
Appreciate y'all. All right.
Thanks, Shaq.